Hello everyone, welcome back to Consulting the Cryptic. We are your host. I'm Abigail.
I'm Lee.
And we just wanted to welcome you back. We didn't have an episode this past week, just, we wanted to take a little break. Plus, I turned 19. I'm 19 now. Yeehaw.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So we are back with a new episode, and we are doing our first alien episode. If you don't count the Men in Black as alien.
Supernatural. They deal with aliens, so it's kind of okay.
Right. But yes, we're finally on our first alien sighting, and we are doing the Phoenix Lights today, which was a sighting of UFOs in Arizona, Nevada, Sonora, and Mexico. Sorry. In 1997. You've heard of these, right?
Yeah.
I've heard of these. You may not have heard of these, but these are really interesting, especially like some particular details of the sightings. So let's get into it. Like I said, these sightings were in Arizona, Nevada, and Sonora, Mexico on March 13th, 1997, seen by thousands of witnesses. They were described as a triangular or boomerang-shaped object. Witnesses of the event say that none of them felt fear while seeing these objects. They felt a feeling of peace.
Ooh.
Which, that freaks me out more than anything. I'm like, okay, that...
I'd be like...
I mean, me seeing a UFO, I'd be like, hey, take me with you!
Take me away!
For real.
As you're getting sucked into the UFO.
Exactly. With a cow next to me or something.
Yeah, where's your earrings?
I wore them today. I wore my alien earrings. But yeah, people just felt a sense of peace while witnessing it, which...
That's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be really confused because I have seen pictures of the lights, and it's like a perfect, kind of like the triangle with the different lights.
Right.
I'm just like, it looks kind of like a big ship, or just like multiple small ships.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And this event was so big that politicians would even comment, which is kind of strange because politicians are normally
They
not
stay out of it.
right. They're like, yeah, we don't have time for UFOs.
Like,
Have time for
real.
Well, we have time for ruining people's lives, but not for UFOs.
Calling them out.
Yeah. So, the first event was recorded at 7:55 p.m. on Thursday, March 13th, 1997, at Henderson, Nevada. The witness reported a large V-shaped object that had 6 lights spread evenly. It was reported to the National UFO Reporting Center.
Hey.
That's such a thing. So we've had the Loch Ness Phenomena Bureau. We've had, what was the other? What did we talk about? I know I think there was there might have been like a Moth Grant. There's been several groups. We really need to keep track of this.
Yeah.
But now we have the National UFO Reporting Center.
Which I feel like would be a pretty big deal.
Right, because, there's UFO sightings all the time. Some actually seem legit. Others, it's like, okay, that's literally just a plane.
This one I feel like was an actual legit one. Like,
yeah.
It was just the excuses that were made for the whole thing, where like that we'll touch on later. It just, none of it added up, and it was just like...
Right, and it's like, government covering something up? Suspicious?
Like the Air Force is like contradicting themselves, I think, or something. So it was like, okay.
It's like, bruh, chill. The second... Stop. The second sighting was recorded at 8:15 p.m. on the same night at Polden, Arizona. It was reported by a police officer. He was leaving his house and driving north. When he looked out his window, he saw 5 reddish or orange lights. He also described them as being, quote, 4 together with a fifth light trailing them, end quote, and that each of the lights had, quote, 2 separate point sources of orange light, end quote. I'm sorry. I can't talk today. I know, it's kind of strange, but the way that people are describing the different
the phenomenon.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because we had the 6 lights spread evenly, and then 4 together with a 5th light trailing them. And 4 together could mean any way. It could be like they're in a square.
Yeah.
They're all clustered together.
Right. Or it could be like 2 and then in kind of that triangle shape and then
right.
one, like out here.
So it's like
So that kind of like adds to the theory of it being the individual ships, which
right.
makes sense.
Right. And then again, people seeing stuff like that, they're very likely to not report it exactly the way they saw it, because like they see something like that and they're like, holy crap, it's a UFO, and you know they're really excited about it. So it's like, who knows?
Yeah, but was it?
Yeah. So there was also some triangular formation of lights passing over Tucson, Arizona. Excuse me. Again, I can't talk today. Series of stationary lights over Phoenix, Arizona, which is where the whole Phoenix Lights name comes from, I guess. Well, duh. I say I guess as if it's not the same name.
Literally, Phoenix Lights.
Do you ever just get frustrated with how stupid you are sometimes?
You're not stupid.
But I know I may be stupid, but at least I'm not an idiot.
Spencer Shea.
Yes, thank you. And the series of stationary lights that were seen over Phoenix, the Air Force confirmed these to be flares dropped from an A-10 Warthog aircraft on a training exercise. My butt.
Okay, but like the thing is that earlier they said that there was no planes in the area. Like there was absolutely nothing there. And then they come out with that statement later. And so it's like...
Conspiracy?
They were covering something up.
They were covering... I bet you they found... Did you just crack your knee? That was disgusting!
I'm so sorry.
You just went... Oh, God. I bet. I'm
sorry.
No, it's fine. Some claim to have seen 5 spherical lights, or quote-unquote light-emitting engines. So, like, actual engines in the sky. Interesting. And just other details, the lights were reported to have reappeared in 2007 to 2008, but were dismissed as military activity. Skeptics believe that it was simply military training and that their jet lights made an odd formation. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently after, the initial 2 sightings in Henderson, Nevada and Paulden, Arizona, there were several calls reporting similar sightings, to the National UFO Reporting Center, and that it lasted for several days. So obviously, a lot of people, like I said, it was seen by thousands of witnesses, so obviously a lot of people saw something.
Right. And then there were people, like, in the Air Force when they were saying that it was flares, like, I think they tried it or something, like, with the flares, and they couldn't get that formation.
Yeah, like, they tested it out, and it just didn't look the same. So it makes you think, like, it's just like the whole thing with like the Air Force trying to cover it up. Like, all right, just come out and say it's aliens. It would be much more believable than you trying to cover it up.
Like the Pentagon literally came out with it.
Right. That was that last year?
Yeah.
When that came out, I was bamboozled as heck.
But like no one was paying attention. Yeah, because a lot of stuff was happening at the time. But
yeah, I was paying attention.
But it's like the government was like, all right, let's just slip this in and then
let's just slide this in. It's like UFO amongst a little bit of pandemic. It'll be fine. Nobody will notice.
No fun. It just the whole covering it up and saying that you weren't there, but then coming out and saying yes, you're training in that area.
Yeah, like, that's the thing.
Baloney.
Like, why would you say first of all that you weren't there, and then go back and like backtrack and be like, oh yeah, we were there. We were totally there.
Like, I don't know if he was contacted by someone and said like, yo, you gotta fix your statement because people are like
freaking out.
Like, this is aliens, and like, I don't know. It was too perfect of a formation for it to be like.
Right, because usually, like, you know, I feel like jets would. I mean.
Will they be moving? Like, and I feel like it'd be.
Yeah, and
really
like.
Loud.
Yeah, it'd be loud, and some of these sightings were stationary.
Right. The whole thing over Arizona was that they were.
Yeah, they were just chilling.
They were just chilling.
Right there.
Over Arizona, or in Phoenix, and like.
If it was me, I'd just go stand under it. And just like use, you know, in my mind, just be like, please take me, please take me, please take me. I don't know if you have telepathic abilities, but please take me.
It's like, beam me up.
Beam me up, boys.
Boys, I wanna see aliens. Oh my god.
I wanna get out of here.
Let me in.
Let me in! Exactly.
But like, yeah, this is one of those other situations that I'm just like, it was probably aliens, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still can't fully believe it because I want proof that it was truly aliens.
Let's just... We're done. It's aliens. I'm done. No. Yeah, I just, like, it's so... Like, the whole, like... I mean, obviously there's UFO sightings all the time, but the whole government saying, oh, we weren't there. Never mind.
We were.
Lol, JK, we were there. That's just so fishy. Like,
right, and this is everything about it was weird. Like, and how big the lights were too. Like,
right.
in the sky, it was obviously like they were above some clouds.
Mm-hmm.
They were in clouds. But it just doesn't make sense for that to be a jet's, like, the engines.
Right.
It was too consistent in terms of the lighting and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like,
because they're not evenly spaced out. You know, there's different lights all over, like a jet, but it's not necessarily evenly spaced out.
Yeah, it's not just like a giant circle. Yeah.
Exactly.
And the fact that thousands of people saw it, like, that's something. Like, this was one of the ones it was more believable, in terms of
believable. Yeah. It was believable in terms of believability.
It was just like the evidence, like, on terms of the witness side was way bigger than
than old freaking government trying to cover it up.
Put it under the rug. You don't need this.
Yeah, they just like slide it under there along with Bigfoot and Mothman. Yeah, there's a rug.
You're not ready for this.
There's a rug, and underneath it is all the cryptids and aliens and the Men in Black.
It's like under the bed or something.
Exactly, under the government's bed.
But the highest, like, ranking whoever with access to all the super classified stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even some presidents can't.
Yeah. I can imagine, like, some presidents just, like, yapping about it.
Right.
Because if I was president and I found out aliens were real, oh, everyone would know.
I was watching, on, I guess it was on Sci-Fi,
Mm-hmm.
or, like, Discovery Channel or whatever.
Right.
And they were talking about the different presidents that, like, had alien encounters and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And there was this one guy that was, I don't know if it was probably alien or not, but, like, he was, like, he swore that he saw something, or I don't know, but he wasn't given the same access as some other presidents.
Right.
Or just some of the presidents, like, had that same thing that he did, like, he wasn't able to get that access.
Right.
I don't know, but it was...
Oh my god.
Who knows how true that is, but, I mean, it's just...
That's still hilarious.
Yeah. It's like, can we please just know? Like, I'm sure there's life out there. Like, I believe in aliens.
I mean,
but it's like, are they here?
The galaxy is so vast.
Exactly. How can we be the only people
Exactly.
in the entire Milky Way, in the entire universe? Like,
yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It don't add up.
Saw that they found pictures of mushrooms on Mars or something.
Really?
Yeah, so they're like, who knows? They might just be rocks, but
I'm choosing to believe they're mushrooms.
They're mushrooms!
It's like the hobbits go up there and they're like, oh, yes, mushrooms.
Yes.
Yes, that's the hobbits' next adventure. They go up to Mars and gather mushrooms.
That would be a great book.
Plot twist, another version of Sauron is up there.
He's watching everyone. The great one does not simply walk.
Oh, can you just imagine a huge eye on Mars? An already red planet. And there's just a huge red eye looking at everyone.
Creepy.
Ooh. Yeah, I think that's enough for today.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. This was a shorter episode of Consulting the Cryptic, but I mean, we covered everything, so I don't know what y'all want from us. I'm kidding.
Tell us your theories. So you guys believe that the Phoenix Lights could be real? I'm like...
Yes, and we always implore you at Consulting the Cryptic to do more research on your own, because we're just us.
Yeah.
That too. But yeah, please tell us in the comments what you all think about this.
Yeah, because there is footage from that night. Like, I believe that I had seen some footage from Arizona, and that was okay, this is really real. Like, who knows?
Right.
But I think you guys should see it for yourself and kind of hear about it. I don't know. But
Yes. Well, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Consulting the Cryptic. If you are not already subscribed, consider subscribing and liking this video. Yeah, do it. This is peer pressure. Please don't turn into Shia LaBeouf on me. Do it! And we will see you all next week. Bye! Bye.
Bye!